It's When Fists Fly with Big Nige, and welcome to our latest Boxing Weekly Roundup. Shout out to those who've been following us, checking out the videos. We really appreciate the comments and the feedback, and I hope you just continue to enjoy what we're talking about around here. First off, let's start with Dillian Whyte. In a recent interview with Sky Sports, he had revealed to have knocked out Tyson Fury on multiple occasions in sparring when they were training together a few years back. This all kicked off because Whyte and Fury exchanged a few words last year, I believe, and it's been brought up to their attention again. Fury is basically saying, yeah, we did spar. I basically showed him levels, I schooled him and whatnot, and Dillian Whyte has now come out and saying, like, I don't like to talk too much about sparring because sparring is supposed to be behind closed doors. I don't like to reveal too much information as well, but basically whatever he's saying didn't happen, and I knocked him out on multiple occasions. Tyson Fury saying one thing, Dillian Whyte saying another. My honest opinion is, who really cares? Is sparring really that necessary for people to be exposing what happens behind closed doors? What really matters is if and when these two do come together to fight for the WBC title. That's whoever wins that's all that matters really. That's what goes on the record. Sparring sessions, everyone knows sparring sessions is for training, working on technique, skill, rare. I'm not a big fan of people exposing what happens behind closed doors because obviously it's an unwritten rule. What happens in the gym stays in the gym. So these two going back and forth is funny, but at the same time, if and when they do clash, that's when it matters. And having said that, I remember when Dillian Whyte was reinstated as WBC mandatory at the end of last year, and they said it had to take place by February 2021, and I thought to myself, they're mocking it, man. Like, you know how far 2021 is now? Basically, during this pandemic, February 2021 is round the corner now, you know. And big up Dillian Whyte for being patient. I know he's working hard in Portugal, training camp for his fight with Alexander Povetkin. So Fury and Dillian Whyte, we might just see it. Who knows? But we all know Fury has to fight for the trilogy with Deontay Wilder. Will this AJ Fury fight actually happen? Because now with February 2021 around the corner, who knows? Let me know your thoughts, guys. And who wins? Bob Arum, the owner of promotion company Top Rank, has recently revealed that the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder trilogy will take place this year, and it's most likely to happen abroad in either China or Australia. And the reasons being it will happen in either China or Australia is because obviously in terms of the coronavirus pandemic, those are the two countries that at least been affected or they're on the up. So that's the reason why it may take place in those two countries. My only issue is, okay, cool, you want it to take place this year, and you pretty much said it has to take place this year. Cool. The fact that it's going to happen in China and Australia, would that be behind closed doors? A good question to think about. Also, if it's not being behind closed doors, are you now going to bring people to travel all over the world who may or may not have this pandemic virus to come to another country and come and watch this fight? I don't know. It's a bit tricky for me. We all really know what's going to happen in the trilogy. Obviously, it's not happened just yet, but everyone wants to see AJ Fury. But the trilogy must go on for contractual reasons. So my question to Bob Arum would be, will it be behind closed doors, or is it going to be business as normal because now it's going to be in a foreign country? Only time will tell. Eddie Hearn has recently revealed that he will be staging a series of boxing events to take place at the Matchroom headquarters in Brentwood. Yes, his back garden, believe it or not.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money.
Eddie Hearn. in terms of forward thinking and thinking outside the box, he's the main man for that. He's basically saying this series of events will be called Matchroom Fight Camp. It will be 4 consecutive weeks between July and August. Everybody that will be involved with the production or fighting on this series of events will be coronavirus tested. They will also be implementing self-isolating as well. He seems like he's thought this really through, and hopefully it does come to fruition, because obviously everyone wants to see boxing back. The only thing I do admit though with the Eddie Hearn Matchroom Fight Camp is he wants to stage Whyte v Povetkin. In my opinion, that's a massive fight. It should be. I'm sure they can hold that off, because obviously Dillian Whyte is a ticket seller. But he did mention it will be a pay-per-view fight, so people can stay at home and watch it from their comfort of their living room. He also mentioned that Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano will also take place at that fight camp, boxing fights. So let me know your thoughts, guys. In terms of planning, should it go ahead? Is he thinking outside the box? Is he one step ahead of all these other promoters? You've got Bob Arum looking to host boxing events in foreign countries. Eddie Hearn's doing it in his back garden, literally, behind closed doors, and seems to have a plan. Apparently he's been in talks for the last 2 months, and they're still weeks away from it actually taking place, but so far so good. So let me know your thoughts. Chris Eubank Jr. That's a name that we always love to hear about. Chris Eubank Jr. has recently joined forces with the legendary Roy Jones Jr. It's been well notable that he's been out in Florida training with Roy Jones Jr. He's put on a lot of social clips, working on head movement, working on footwork, throwing that infamous great hook that Roy Jones Jr. loved to throw in his heyday. From what I've seen of it and from the interviews, for the first time in a long time, Chris Eubank Jr. seems to be humbled. He seems to be in a good place. He seems happy, and they always say a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. And he's like, from what I gauged from the interview and in written pieces, is he seems to be in awe of being in the presence of someone of the great Roy Jones Jr. Everyone knows Roy Jones Jr. was the most athletic, great counter puncher, and can catch you from any angle. Very skillful. Junior has a lot to learn on in terms of skill set wise, but one thing he's got is heart, fitness, and he's got the athleticism on his side. So it's interesting to see what comes out of this when these two come together. Everyone knows he's always had issues with trainers in the past. He doesn't believe in a trainer. So again, for him to now completely 360 transform his career and have someone as valuable as Roy Jones Jr., only time will tell how good he may come out to be. He's gone back down to the middleweight division. He's called out Jamal Charlo, the WBC champion. And you know what? If I had someone like Roy Jones Jr. in my corner, I'll be a bit cocky myself. My only issue is everyone knows how much of a great fighter Roy Jones Jr. was, but does that necessarily make him a good trainer? Let me know your thoughts. Another thing that sprung to mind was he said how he's learning things that he's never learned before, and he always seems to come across like very hard of hearing, doesn't like being told what to do. So it'll be interesting to see how these two fuse together. Nate Vasquez will still be a part of the team apparently. They're yet to speak on that. But Ronnie Davis, I don't think will be part of the team per se, because he's going to be based in America now, him being contracted with PBC. So stay tuned, because I think we might see a new and improved Chris Eubank Jr. Obviously he's come off the back of 2 fantastic wins against James DeGale and Korobov, despite the fact that the fight was cut out early. But who knows, we will see. Evander Holyfield, the real deal, one of my favourite all-time boxers, champion. It was recently announced that he's come out of a retirement after a 9-year layoff. He's been back training. He's posted a lot of social media videos. He has been training with Wladimir Kiltshcko. Interesting, 2 legends to come together. Obviously Klitschko, I presume, even after his retirement, he's always stayed in shape. He loves always working hard and training. I'm not too sure about this. There's been rumours that an exhibition fight with Mike Tyson, we could possibly see a trilogy and a charity match. I know it's for a good cause, but my only concern is when Evander talks in interviews, you can see he's punch drunk. He's been hit so many times to the head. My only issue is I know it's an exhibition and I know it's for a good cause, but guys, we've got to think about his health, man. He's not getting any younger. Yes, he may still carry the power, still know how to get around in the ring, but health-wise, his body can't do what his mind seems to think he may be able to do. This isn't the old Evander we've seen over the years. And same for Mike Tyson, really. As much as we would love to see them in the ring again, let it go, guys. Let it go. My opinion is health is wealth. Let them guys just enjoy their legacy, really. The past week has been a big shout out to Mental Health Awareness Week. Big shout out to those who have persevered through their past demons or so on and so forth, and those who are persevering for whatever issues they're going through. My take on this is basically those who may be suffering in silence, don't be afraid to speak to anyone or call anyone to just share your thoughts. Don't battle it alone, especially during this tough period in coronavirus. Speak to someone. Big shout out to those again who are doing their thing. And stay tuned for more boxing news with Big Nines myself. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Peace.